we are looking forward to having a bespoke partnership for each individual, depending on what you're offering us. And management has told me that we are ready to do anything for any partner that can bring in users.
OKEx, we try to make sure everything is done the African way. That's the way to do business. Of course, we don't just rub oil on your mouth and take away the meat. No, we give you a show.
Initiative is something that you want to introduce to someone that is still in university. Basically, it is something that will help them grow, help them become community leaders and push forward in their various campuses. So thank you.
Hello everybody, my name is Chike and I'm one of the OKEx staffs here in Nigeria. So the slide, that's Ivan, is actually our African director, and he took the place of Mr. James. He's one of our the vice presidents of OKEx. So I think he wasn't available to take the slide, so he had to step in. So a brief explanation of what he shared on the slide. He showed a couple of our partners. Currently we have over 100 partners currently in the OKEx community, both agents and ambassadors who are actually sharing the OKEx idea. So what he just explained to us here is we are open to having more partners in the community, and OKEx launched the P2P platform also, which happened just before the central bank came up with whatever they said. So but, we are also using this opportunity to solicit for more people to come into the OKEx community, not just for OKEx, but also to spread the gospel of crypto and also to spread the gospel of trading to more Nigerians. And I know a lot of people talked about the picture of the African child that was shown there. That discussion actually came up and he was like, yes, that he understands that it looks as if it's showing a wrong image and picture about Africa, but he said maybe a young African child, maybe growing up that didn't really have a good background growing up, crypto is an opportunity for that child to change his future. I have young boys who are in the university who are under the OKEx partnership, and they are changing the lives of even secondary school students or young boys who are supposed to be in secondary school who can't enter a school. They are already making money from trading cryptocurrencies. So with this, we are not just spreading the gospel of OKEx, we're also spreading the gospel of cryptocurrency and trying to help our fellow young youths and young Nigerians take advantage of the crypto space through OKEx. So thank you very much for your time.
Danny_Walther is also here with us as well. A round of applause for him. And then also, last but not the least, at Not Easy. At Not Easy. A round of applause for At Not Easy, please. A round of applause for him. Thank you guys for joining us. So we'll most likely be having a trend on Twitter as regards the summit. So very quickly, like I said, you can take your pictures as well, even if you're not influencers, but you people, you have crypto money, so don't worry. You have the crypto money, you can always show the crypto money. So please, to take the OKEx and the partners is Mr. Daniel. Please, a round of applause for Mr. Daniel as he makes himself over to this place. Please, a round of applause for him, please. Thank you.
The OKEx partnership program basically is just, according to the slide anyway, is a mutually beneficial growth-driven program by the OKEx brand where our individuals known as partners are rewarded for their active work done. On the OKEx platform, we have a culture of rewarding people who are not just willing to work with us, who are actively willing to work with us. So we created a reward system whereby your hard work, is rewarded, and whether you are male, whether you are female, or whatever gender you choose to represent, OKEx has you covered. So it's a system that rewards hard work, dedication, and the individual status. There's something I want to point out here, on the OKEx platform, or rather in the OK system, ecosystem, sorry. May I call it OK system? So we reward people not just for your work done, but we also recognize the individual doing the work. Media will say those with the crypto money and the upcoming like us, we are upcoming. So it will say, take for instance now, let me cite like a real life example. Let's say Wonder Fund here now. Yes, Wonder Fund, I'm talking to you. Let's say Wonder Fund. We don't just look at what Wonder Fund as a name means. We look at who or what he represents. And we cannot say, okay, somebody who has, paid his dues, who has done so much research, given so much of his or her time into crypto. You cannot just expect to reward that same person as somebody who is just starting. It's not fair. There's a reason why some people earn more than others, and we recognize that, and we always try to make sure that the people we are working with, they understand that. So, sorry, the other slide. No, down. I'm sorry, I forgot to collect the pointer, the laser pointer. Okay, so it's the push for growth on the African continent done the right way. I was having a conversation with a friend some time back. The person is in this room, and we're talking about how, some foreign brands will come into Africa, and without actually giving regard for the people on ground or the brands on ground, they just come because they have the money, they splash it around, they push every other person out. Yes, we know business is dog eat dog, yes, but then, when you come to a place, we have a saying, they say you have to understand the customs and traditions of the people on ground, of the natives, and one thing we've been able to tell the people, we work with, we told them, look, if you're coming to work, or if you're coming to do anything on the African continent, you have to understand that Africa was made for Africans, first of all. And anything we are doing, anything we are going to do, because it's a continuous activity, anything we are going to do has to be tailored towards the African markets. It's not just enough to just come, make your profit, and that's all. No, you have to come, consider the Africans, work with the Africans, and then we can now talk about other things. Now, it's a series of binding agreements. The OKEx partnership program, we try to make sure everything is done by the book. We don't want a situation whereby, okay, let's say I have an agreement with somebody now, and tomorrow maybe it's time to pay up, and then you start hearing, oh, there's no written agreement and something like that. So we try to make sure everything there is binding. If we tell you, okay, we're working with you for XYZ period, we try to make sure the terms of the agreements are honored. It is the opportunity for growth for both the intending or existing partners and the OKEx brand. I think that's self-explanatory, but if I am permitted to chip in something there, they say the only time we stop growing or the only time we stop learning is when we are dead. And I think there's no brand that understands that more than OKEx. It's apart from your existing offer, there's so many things that the brand considers. There's so many opportunities that the brand avails, to the people we work with. And I think some of our partners are a testament to that fact. They tell you, oh, yes, there's a saying, we have a saying in OKEx, like we're in the OK system. I don't call it ecosystem, we call it the OK system. There's a saying we have, we say OKEx takes care of its own. And I think everybody can, those who work with us can attest to that. We take care of our own very, very well. Yeah. Individuals showcase their skills, competence, experience, training, knowledge, ability, and growth. And one thing I'd like to add there is this. It also supports the individual. Beyond all these things you see, apart from allowing them, it also supports them. Take for instance now, we have people, we have businessmen here, we have cryptopreneurs, as they're called here. Earlier on I stated something, I said, OKEx, we try to make sure everything is done the African way. That's the way to do business. Of course, we don't just rub oil on your mouth and take away the meat. No, we give you a share of the meat. And to that effect, there's something we also do. We try to make sure that if you have a sound business, if you have something, that requires assistance, let's say you have the know-how, because obviously for your business to thrive, you need the know-how and you need the funding. That is the truth. We try to make sure we assist in every way we can. And I think that there are few brands in the space that actually do that right now. And if you're a partner, so our partners, maybe those that don't know about this now, maybe you're hearing from my mouth now, you can quote me anywhere. We are ready to support you. Earning is not restricted. Yes, it's not restricted. Like I stated, we reward you for your hard work. Availability of different levels of business support. I think I've talked about that. Then suitable fees on the exchange. If you're a partner, let me tell you one thing. I'm not trying to market anything to you right now because I'm not in a marketing mode. The marketer is sitting there at the back. I'm not in a marketing mode. I'm doing it right now. If you're a partner, the opportunities available to you are quite different from the opportunities available to users. And being a partner goes beyond just, bringing trade users or whatever you think it is. No. Being a partner is deeper than you think. For every thing you want, there's a deal for you at OKEx. For everything you need, there's an opportunity for you at OKEx. Sorry, next slide. About the next deal. It was built with the perfect ideal in mind, which is the people first. I think the person who spoke before me during the slide, he made a mistake because I think I saw the slide before they presented it. It's supposed to be people, the users first. Because whether you like it or not, your users are representative of you, the individual, bringing them. So thank you very much for bringing that thing back up now so we can continue from where we stopped. Was it this one? Okay, yes. So now, depending on your trading preference, maybe you like sports, maybe you like futures or anything, OKEx has you covered. We have a variety of coins and tokens to choose from. I don't think at this point in time we need to elaborate the difference between a coin and a token. I think everybody here knows the difference already. We have so many options. If you like DeFi, we have it for you. If you like your traditional coins, we have them for you. If you like tokens that are found on other blockchains, we have them for you. So I'll just suggest that maybe you take a look around and tell me what sticks to your fancy now. Our UI UX experience is out of this world. I know I had a conversation with somebody, a friend of mine in the US. He was talking about OKEx. It was giving me mission. I told him, asked him the question, when last did you log into OKEx? And he said, it's been a while. And when he logged into the platform, he was like, wow, you people have made some changes. And I said, well, you will never know unless you try. If you're in IT, when you are building something, it's more or less like there are always people who are trying to exploit loopholes, to access that thing. There will always be vulnerabilities. And one thing OKEx I can post about right now is, if for any reason, the reason why I say if for any reason is because the last point there is OKEx has never been hacked before. If for any reason, maybe your money, something happens to it, I can guarantee you that within the shortest period of time, no matter how much you have there, you have it returned to you. And like I stated, OKEx has never been hacked. So I think that's something we need to, celebrate. So in conclusion, any partnership deal between OKEx and any brand or individual is always a win-win. From everything I've stated, I don't think I need to, go over it again. It's a win-win. We create something that you win, we win, everybody's a winner.
That was a very good speech. Right now, we are also going to take a corporate partnership. I don't know if that was a semi-corporate partnership. So we have a corporate partnership, which Mr. Paul is going to do justice to that in a very short time. So a round of applause for Mr. Paul as he comes to the podium.
Thanks again for coming. The slide for corporate partners is quite short because corporate people don't like long stories. Just go straight to the point. Sorry for the slight challenges we had with the person on the other side. I think it was a jack issue. We currently have 4 packages for our corporate partners, and I'll just go straight to that because of time. Just go to 7. Just go straight to 7. Currently we have some corporate partners. We have Roku, Crypto Masterclass, MA Wonderphone, and some others that we didn't name here, but to work out, that's one of the reasons why we are here today. We are looking forward to having a bespoke partnership for each individual, depending on what you're offering us. And management has told me that we are ready to do anything for any partner that can bring in users. And some of you know, by virtue of my being, by virtue of my, go to 7, by virtue of my having worked with CBAN as the president of CBAN before this current administration, I believe in the Nigerian project. And I've told them, I spoke with them, I said, look, guys, whatever OKEx is offering, we must find a way to help the Nigerian blockchain industry grow. And one key thing, apart from just buying and selling Bitcoin, buying and selling crypto, is we are ready to list viable projects. Yesterday, and I said, we have made money, and that's the truth. Some of us in this industry, some are not here, some are here, but some of us in these industries are millionaires in dollars. That's the truth. But truth be told, money without constant creation of value is useless. Money without constant creation, innovation, creation of value is useless. So one key thing I bring to you is this. I've spoken to the company, I've spoken to my direct boss, I've spoken to the person in charge. I said, look guys, for we to really get something from Africa, we must give Africans value. It is not just, the way they come and just mine our gold and go. No, it cannot happen that here. We must give Africans value, and OKEx is ready to give value. One way we are going to give this value is this: we are ready to support. I've pushed for incubating also local projects. Incubate local projects, support local projects from point A to point Z. Not scams, not ICOs that you come to try. We're not here for trial and error. Because of the OKEx is registered in different jurisdictions. They have a name to protect. They are registered in American territory, in Hong Kong, so there are things that cannot fly with them. Some things might fly with some exchange where you see they just come, they pump the token, it goes up and everybody goes home. It will not, we can't afford to do that. But I'm promising you that if you have a good project, a value creation project, not look, Africa has gone beyond that point of just making money. We have seen it in our society, there's money. The richest continent is Africa. We have money, but we're still poor. Our people, they are still poor. So what do? How do we build infrastructure that will carry projects, that will take us to another level? Not just having $5 million, $10 million, $20 million in the pocket. No. How do we change the lives of our people? Look at our problems. The medical sector is in shambles. Even finances. Look at what CBN is trying to do. The credit market. It's nowhere. You can't simply walk in and maybe buy a car on credit. There are so many things we can do in this industry with crypto, with blockchain. and the company has told me they are ready. But what we need to do is we need to create value for them to support us. And I'm the person in charge of that aspect of the business. I'm the senior development manager for Nigeria, and I'm also in charge of that aspect of the business. So feel free. We love the fact that we have our global partners, but we want these global partners to move from being global partners to being the launch pads of tomorrow, to being the project of tomorrow. That will say, okay, once Crypto Masterclass was a global partner, Wonderful was a global partner, but today they're like the bundles of Africa. There are many the Ethereums of Africa, you know. So we look forward to that, and I'm believing that between now and another 3 months, we don't want to waste time. This is the time. The bull run is on, people are coming, so we must take advantage of the bull run. Go back, sit back, think, ideate the process. Come, let's see how we can launch different projects on OKEx. You have our support, monetary support, our channels, networks, everything. We're here for you. Thank you very much. We're trying to work out something for corporate bodies where we will make some good provisions for it, because one challenge we had when we were in CBAN is the association had a teeming number of people but no funds, you know, but that is changing. But we also have something for partners there. And like we say, partners second, and we are last. We are here to support you. And lastly, I really want us to, I know we have people here who are seated here who are doing very well in crypto. I want to plead, I'm very serious about what I want to say now. Please guys, it is not about buying the big cars. It's not about building the houses. If you build a house, you buy the car, and your community is not transformed, they'll come after you. Because you have now become a problem to them. You have money, they don't have money. You can go to the hospital, pay any bill, but they can't go. And these things, they are not difficult. All we need to do is think. We're currently in the knowledge-based economy. Think, what can we do? How can we tokenize a project, bring it to the blockchain, and help our people? And you make money. There's no how you may not make money. So we are ready for that. We are ready to give you all that support. And I also want to, we are also providing our, we provide, you can also access a lot from our P2P platform. Our rates are good, they are very wonderful, and the liquidity there is high. As we go on, we'll improve more on liquidity. So I want to say welcome once again. Thank you very much, and feel free to contact us or any of our persons. Thank you so much.
I would like to stress the point you said. You know, the essence of blockchain technology, if we go back in time, is to ensure that it brings freedom to people, liberate people from poverty. That is the essence of the blockchain technology and cryptocurrency. And the benefits will actually be defeated if we don't come together to ensure that Africa is actually one of the most developed continents when it comes to blockchain technology. And we're actually doing that because I think Nigeria is part of the top users, or let me say crypto traders, when it comes to the world. Am I right, Mr. Tulu? Yes, Nigeria is actually doing fine when it comes to Bitcoin, crypto. And I really want to commend OKEx management for bringing up such lucrative innovation. So aside from that, let me not dwell much on that. So we're still employing us to please trend these submits on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, which other one? Reddit, if you use Reddit. Just take pictures, tell them what is going on, share with them, your followers, your friends, your fans on social media. So, and you can always remember to use the hashtag OKEx Africa or OKEx alone. Thank you very much. Yeah. Oh, you're going to do the clapping for me, right? All right. Thank you very much. All right. So, we want to quickly move very fast so that for us to be able to warm our belly and then relax as well. Although we have tea break, yes, you're going to take a tea break. So because this is actually a symposium, it's supposed to be a summit. So right now, we are going to be having a trader club and partners. I don't know, Mr. Paul, is Ivan going to take that as well? Is it going to be shown here? Okay, all right. So we might not have that. But I really want us to, you know, seriously, nobody should shy away from learning. Trust me, I still don't know how to trade, like a daily trader. I know we have difference between a daily trader and investor. An investor can simply just put his money into Bitcoin, wait till when there is bull run, then cash out. Am I right, Mr. Tolu? That's simple. That's investment. But a daily trader is someone who, on daily basis, buy Bitcoin in units, whatever you want to do, then resell once he probably sees the chart. You get? That thing is very difficult. For me, I don't know how to do it, and I'm willing to learn. So I think, why don't we replace that part of Ivan for perhaps maybe just share one or two? Okay, I think I'm not part of the organizers. I think the next thing right now is tea break. Am I right? Yeah, so we're probably going to go on a tea break. Is he going to, we're going to sit down. Yeah. But I can keep talking, right? I love talking. So, like I was saying, I'm not shy. I'm not going to shy away from learning. I really want
both are okay. It depends on your approach to the market. Now, the crypto market is somewhere that is fundamentally inclined. Mr. Paul, the former CBAN president, is on our platform. And he can tell you that our members are happy. You see, when you look at a particular coin that you want to buy, because you are not looking at that market perhaps from a fundamental angle or from a technical angle, you feel that if I buy this coin, it should be able to do well in the next 2 years, right? You want to buy. But those that trade like us, we buy too and we trade. If we want to enter into a market, there are things that we want to consider. Now, technically, we want to understand, is this market overbought or oversold? You want to look at the RSI indicator, the MACD indicator, and so on and so forth. Ivan posted a screenshot about a trade yesterday, and he was like, oh, I missed this. I said yes. And he said, I can still buy. I told him, no, I can't buy.
That's from the aspect of the trader, right?
From the technical point of view, I can't buy at that moment. You see, sometimes, let's go back to 2017. When the general market was all, overbought. We were like, okay, Bitcoin skyrocketing, Ether and all that. A particular cryptocurrency, ETN, it was at all-time high. People were buying. And then I remember clearly that the likes of McAfee, Rogafar, they were selling, cashing out, buying cars, buying houses and all that. But with the newbies, we were shouting, moon. Moon, go. You understand? Now, an investor that bought Bitcoin at 20,000 may have that, extra fund to play with and wait. If he wants to sell now, he's still in profit. But for you, that want to trade, you should be very careful jumping into trade anyhow. Okay, now, when all the market went down, last year, Ether went below $100, right? At $100 plus, because of the Ether 2.0 fundamental, that was coming. I raised a suggestion that, hey, let's start saving in Ether. My own target was 32, which was achieved, not at this current price. Now, that Ether is somewhere offline. That is one. Now, Electroneum, another cryptocurrency. If you look at a platform like, they have any tax on your mobile phone, you can recharge, you can pay for other bills and all that. The price was extremely low, 0.003. I bought. Right now, I am more than 800%. I still have it. Now, so you can see that both are profitable, but sometimes you need urgent 10%, urgent 30%. You look into the market, in fact, it's okay.
On the
it's
market,
okay.
because if you ask me, we've actually had a much better, superior product as of right now as an exchange. The services we offer to have pairs that users can trade, not just any kind of pairs, but something that allows them to manage risk at a moderate level or at an advanced level, something not too volatile, and an asset. When I actually refer to asset, there are tons of shit coins in the market right now. There's just too many of them. And if you notice, OKEx doesn't list such tokens. So primarily, the offerings we bring our users is on top of that list. Are we ready? Platform. The platform is actually the next thing in line. What people need from an exchange, assets to trade, liquidity, and a stable enough platform, a platform that they can actually buy and sell with ease and manage their risk with ease. Now, OKEx has actually been at the forefront of this for years. Offering spot, futures, margin, perpetual swap contracts, and options. I know a lot of our forex traders here actually trade the options market, and options for crypto hasn't exactly been the up and up thing, right? Everybody is usually just focused on futures or perpetual swap contracts. Margin is actually on a low because we're more focused on amplifying profits than actually managing risk. But regardless, the platform actually gives you the opportunity to do as you see fit, to trade the instruments you want. We have a wide range of instruments with a lot of pairs listed on the exchange with enough liquidity for you to be able to trade whatever, whenever, with however amount you want to trade. I know a lot of you guys are actually trading in the millions of dollars, so our platform can actually help you do that to get in and out of positions with ease. Next slide. Having a market sell. Having a market sell. Now, normally, I've had a lot of people, or most of the complaints I get about the stop order type or limit order or stop limit order is that whenever you place your order, by the time it actually even gets there, most of the time the market doesn't reverse or come back to pick your order. The market leaves you, especially when you're placing a stop loss. Nobody actually has any problem with take profit mostly. It's mostly about managing risk and stopping loss. Now, the market order on our stop order, conditional and OCO, actually gives you an edge. It gives you a better standing. Right now, I don't actually have to check my phone to know how my trade is going because I'm actually very confident that once the market hits my trigger price, it's going to go off, regardless of the price. And because OKEx has enough liquidity, we can actually, or I can actually exit my position with literally no additional losses because the spread is actually very tight and there is enough liquidity for me to enter and exit my positions at a market price and not lose more than necessary. I think it's actually the reason why a lot of exchanges are actually not offering that market sell order because they fear this sell pushing the market price. And if you check on OKEx pairs, you'll never find those long downtrends, where stop losses are triggered and then we have a flash sell. We don't, and we're offering this. You just have to use our platform. Trigger order. Now, the trigger order allows you to place multiple orders with your same amount of money. You don't need, okay, I want to buy 5 different coins, for example, and I don't know which one of these 5 coins is going to hit my entry point first. And if I can actually use the same $1,000 to place buy orders on those 5 different assets. Whichever of those trigger prices gets hit first takes my position. And if you're using the market order, you literally enter the market immediately. You don't have to wait or someone has to come and fill your order. You buy off the market price at a premium. Are we together? Last but not the least, OKEx, in my opinion, is actually the biggest thing that has happened in crypto this year. In every exchange where you have more than one instrument trading, you have to transfer money from one account to the other in order to trade. If you're trading spot, futures, swap, you have to move your money around from pair to pair, from asset to asset, except the spot market, of course. If you're trading futures, you can't use the same money you send to Bitcoin USD futures to trade Ethereum USD futures. You have to be transferring money from account to account. Now, the OKEx Unified Account literally solves that problem for you, because you don't actually have to be moving your money around. One account to manage everything: spot, margin, futures, perpetual swap, options, all managed from one single account. So you're not going to need to, I need to trade this, I'm going to transfer money from. It's actually a very stressful, lengthy process, if you ask me, because it's actually very stressful. That's actually one of the things that turns me off about trading too many pairs. But with this, you literally have one account balance. You can trade any pair without. UX is actually very, very important. User experience, yeah? Because when you have to be transferring money from one account to another, it actually gets very stressful. It makes the trading experience very difficult for you. It makes wanting to trade new pairs, when you have to think about you have to transfer money from one account to another, it makes the appeal to trade that particular asset or to expand your reach very difficult. But with OKEx's Unified Account, you don't have to worry about that. From one account, you can trade whatever instrument you want at any time without having to jump from account to account. Yeah. Want a platform that eases stress. Of course, you can still use your isolated accounts where you have to transfer from each one to another. It's actually not compulsory. But this solves the problem, especially for newbies. Because a lot of people who are bringing to the platform will tell you they want to trade this, they are not seeing their money. But by depositing on one single account, you have access to all your money at the same time. Then you'll be pro now, so you don't actually have to worry about that, yeah? Our services are actually top-notch and they are user-focused. We're bringing you offerings that helps you manage risk and make a lot of money at the same time. If you check most of the coins listed on OKEx, you'll find they have a strong foundation, strong fundamentals, not just tokens that are going to go up today and tomorrow they are gone. You know how these shit coins work. Today they are gone, tomorrow they are gone. We give you offerings that you actually want to trade, and there will always be that liquidity there for you, as well as providing you a reasonable enough platform for you to trade better. Thank you.
I'm very aware of the fact that we know we can always trend this thing on social media, like Twitter, Facebook and all. So please kindly do that while you use the hashtag OKEx Africa or OKEx just alone. Thank you very much. And the last section for this,
and I'm pretty sure some other people here did that as well, for those that are as young as me. When I joined OKEx last year September, one of my dreams was to make sure that individuals in different universities could, learn cryptocurrency, learn certain skills related to cryptocurrency like blockchain, programming and all that, and actually become something in the society, right? Because Nigerian schools, Nigerian universities don't encourage growth and innovation. I mean, students don't have access to funds, knowledge, or skills for the new world, right? And so I saw that problem and I pitched it to my boss, basically in OKEx, and we've been working around the clock trying to find a way to make sure that students can get some skills. So that's where the OKEx ambassador program comes in. the campus, OKEx campus initiative, not only do we want people to come in and just help us trade and all that, that's what every other exchange does. They come in, they get students to bring users for them, and at the end of the day, some of these students might be left behind, right? No, instead, more than that, what I planned and spoke with my bosses was that not only do they get us traders, that's to our benefit, but we also get them skills. We try to promote them, make sure that they become leaders in their campuses so that they can have a voice and subsequently grow and become a very big, let me use the word, OG in the crypto space. And so that's what the campus initiative is all about. And that's why I said it might not be for anyone here, but if you have, if you're teaching someone how to trade cryptocurrency, I teach a couple of people how to trade cryptocurrencies, right? If you have someone like that, or you have a junior brother or a junior sister who is still in, let's say, Uniben or Uni Abuja or OAU or Unilag or Uni Ilorin, you can, pitch this to them, and over the next couple of months, we in OKEx will help them understand how to trade cryptocurrency. We'll help them understand what is blockchain programming and some other things like that. We'll also make sure that we highlight them so that they become well-known in their universities and campuses on different things, ranging from blockchain programming, cryptocurrency, and all of that, right? They become a voice. They become community leaders. They become people who are well-known in their society, so that at the end of the day, when they graduate, they can actually start making something for themselves and all of that. So that is the main purpose of the campus initiative. I don't think I need the rest of the slides anymore, to be honest. So yeah, that's just what I'm going to talk about. This is actually separate. While we're actually preparing for this event, I don't know if most of you guys here know this, but OKEx has a P2P platform. We've had that since the beginning of February, and it has been growing very, very large. So today we just added P2P support for Ghana, Kenya, and South Africa. So if you have anyone in those regions that wants to start P2P and all of that, you can bring them to us, and we'll take them through and make them, go through the P2P process and start providing value for our customers in those places, right? And apart from that, we also have P2P Express mode. So for anyone that doesn't really know how to trade cryptocurrency all that well, or with the stress of the P2P aspect, they can just use the Express mode and their money will be transferred, easily. But other than that, I will say this as my final words. The OKEx campus initiative is something that you want to introduce to someone that is still in the university, basically. It is something that will help them grow, help them become community leaders, and push forward in their various campuses. So thank you very much.
Let me just do it openly. If you're staying at room 119, your keys here. Anybody? Room 119. You left. It's Mr. Paul. Mr. Paul fed you forgot it. Don't worry. No problem. All right. So right now we are gradually coming to the end. So I want to do something very unique. For our partners, we are going to be having a. Is it supposed to be a Q&A or just some random comments? Okay, Q&A. All right, no problem. So right now for our partners, we'll be having a question and answer section, sort of. And okay, like, I don't know, it's like I have to beg in a very corporate environment like this. It doesn't really suit me well. Should I know what I should do? Bros, with my suits and your suits, and the camera will pick it. I will not even ask that one to say cut. Okay, so please kindly follow me on social media.
It's been very wonderful. Few times I told Ivan that if we look at OKEx platform, we trade on another platform as well. But if you look at OKEx platform compared to what we have now, I think we can still do better. Okay, I don't need to bother about how much fund I want to use to trade. I could just deposit, leave a part of my fund on funding, move the others to, I trade sports most. All these cross margin, isolated margin, swap, I don't do that. So I want to see more of this. I want to see more of this. It was part of what we discussed. I want to see more of this. Whether we like it or not, offline interaction like this goes a long way to send very strong message. And of course, we hope to drive more adoption, and this is just the starting. And as a partner, we shall ensure that we continue to preach the gospel of OKEx across various platforms. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
That is nice, really. The only challenge I feel I'm encountering as a P2P liquidity provider is the fact that we cannot access users. Users have access to mobile numbers of users, and most of the times users can place orders and they will not follow up. We often need their numbers to be able to follow up with them so that they can confirm and release orders faster than having to wait for most of the time. Because as an OTC, we usually our parts we usually recycle, and it's tiring to have funds hanging around waiting for happy to be completed and all of those. Basically, I think that's like the only challenge I have.
All right. Pascal Reyes, I want to say something on what Wonderfund did when he was teaching us about OKEx bringing up a platform for unified accounts. Okay, he said that this was one of the best innovation this year, and I think that's actually great because apart from OKEx, I think there's this other exchange that do unify account, and they are doing very well. The native token, people having access to trade varieties. Once you just deposit there, and you can be able to access both your margin trade, sports, even stocks, the trade there. Yeah, it's FTS. So the thing is just that I want to ask him if OKEx have that. Hello. Okay, so I want to know if OKEx wants to unify the whole account, or you still have to put money in your funding account and still transfer to your unified account, which I believe that when you teach people, that alone is a big obstacle, because most people don't even know, I have money here, they want to trade, they go to their trade session, they are seeing 0, 0, 0, 0, and they are like, where is my money, where is my money? So if OKEx should just unify everything, I think they'll grow better than FTS. Thank you.
You have an option to select between the current system and the unified account. If you're using the unified account, you don't have to send money to your funding account first before you transfer it to anywhere. Once you send it to your unified account, it's there. You have access to it from wherever market you want to trade. Yeah? Does that answer your question?
This section, I'm actually begging you, please do with me. Please, I want to really appreciate this set of persons. I would have said they should come forward, but then don't let us wait much time. I want to sincerely appreciate the organizers of this summit, and I will be calling them one after the other. Please, decorum, please. Please, decorum, please. From the first person on my list here, Chike, please, a round of applause for them, please. They did awesomely well, please. A round of applause for Chike, please. A round of applause for Destiny. Please, a round of applause for them, a big one. For Daniel. For Okiki. I believe I'm not around, but I'll be around. So thank you all for coming to today's summit. We really appreciate you. And the time is 7 p.m. The time is 7 p.m. This in venue. We love you all, partners, the users, the key players, 7 president. We'll be expecting your faces, your lovely faces, and all. I didn't go to sign language school now. To me, like sign language, as you say. All right, so the souvenirs and little gifts that we have for the partners, the users, the people generally, is going to be distributed this evening. So please kindly make it to that dinner. We actually implore you to please make it to the dinner. So I was going to say we should do something. That was I asked us to stand up, but then I don't know what we could do. Okay, we'll do that at the dinner. I've asked already. Should we just something? Mr. Tola, what should we do? As young billionaires, we should do something like, okay, no problem. Airdrop. All right, we chose, not now. Dinner. Exactly. All right. Okay.